Hello and welcome to the Congo Hour. My name is Trippy. I do want to apologize for the delay. I was trying to wait for my dad to get here, but no word from him, so I said the show must go on. My mom is calling me, telling me to hurry up and start, so I have to listen to the boss. Wayna is home. I'm not feeling too well, so if you can, just reach out to her, give her a call, 521-7325. Call her or text her or something, just let her know that you're thinking about her. 521-7325, and she always gets upset when I give her number out, but she'll be fine. I'm sure she will appreciate the love that you will show her. 521-7325. All right, we do have an exciting hour planned for you. We have our funeral announcements, as always. We have our community news, some birthday celebrations. We have Sammy's Corner. Hopefully he'll be here around 8:30 at the latest. We had 3 interviews. We have some people coming on that are putting on a play that is called, what's it called, Sherry?
Tired of playing church.
I'm tired of playing church. And they're going to come on and talk about their upcoming stage play. We have 2 people coming on from Adopt a Family, and then we have Wilmington's favorite city council person, soon to be Senator Sherry Dorsey Walker. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
So, give us some updates about the campaign.
Okay, well, I'll give you a few updates.
All right.
Last week, thank you so much for, actually, I want to just publicly thank Dr. Morton for that endorsement, that glowing endorsement.
Oh, okay.
Last week, what we did as a family, as you're well aware of, I lost my 13-year-old nephew, and so what we did is we got together, the entire family, and we took my sister Anita out to try to make her smile.
Okay.
So
All
she
right,
did smile a little bit,
right,
so
that's good.
and laugh some too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm back this week,
Okay.
and
Back
hopefully
on the
she's
campaign.
smiling watching this.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yes.
she is. I'm sure
So
she is.
today what we did is the Roberto Clemente had their first annual classic in Canby Park, which is in the 6th District.
Okay.
And so I went to go support that initiative. But I have to say, I'm not doing any of this because I'm running for office.
No.
This is just who I am. This is what I
that's you've
enjoy
been
doing since day one and
yeah,
before.
before that, but especially
Yes.
since day one. I mean, you've probably been. I don't want to talk about any other council people.
Sure, let's
but
not.
you
Mhm.
have you've been busy since you started, like you said, since day one. I'm always hearing stories about you're here and you're there and you're a little bit everywhere.
I try.
Not only in your district, but pretty much citywide, but especially in your district. That's why when you said you were going to run for senator, I was excited. And nobody can really say, well, she's doing this now because she's running. Because you've been busy for the last couple of years.
Thank you.
Just fulfilling your duties.
Yes.
And I'm just happy for you.
Well, it's a ministry, and when you approach it as such, you look at it as you're doing work for the kingdom. And so when you do it that way, it doesn't even feel like work.
Right.
It's just, to me,
Okay.
I just wake up every day like, Lord, what else can I do for you and for your people?
Yeah.
And then today, Mr. Vandrick Hamlin, he did a book bag drive at Lancaster Court Apartments.
Oh, okay.
And he had a lot of people make donations, his fraternity, which is the Prince Hall Masons, as well as AKAs and Deltas and Sigmas. Everybody was over there just
All right.
volunteering their time and giving away book bags, and they also sponsored a barbecue. And it was really nice just to see you have the mailman from the community giving back to the community. And we, as the elected officials, if he can do that, we can do it too.
So, Senator, what were your duties involved when you become a senator?
As a senator, my duties will entail really working with the community in the manner in which I am. Now, I won't be able to go to a lot of the meetings from January through June because
Right.
that's when we're in session.
Okay.
But from June through December, I'll be able to really be engaged with the meetings and do the things that I do now.
Right.
But it'll be working in Dover to make a difference, to make a change. And like I said last week, or excuse me, the week before, when we talked about education, we talked about social justice issues. Those are things that actually have to happen. And we have to have people down there that actually care. And I'm not saying those that are there don't care,
Right.
but it's imperative that we get people who will fight for education, people who will fight to ensure that the death penalty, we abolish the death penalty in this state. And I'm not saying abolish the death penalty and, people shouldn't be punished for their crimes. What I'm saying is it's the implementation of the death penalty. When you have everybody on death row that are from a certain class, that's an unfair dynamic. So what we need to do is really look at the implementation of it. And then the other side of it is the amount of money that it cost us to have the death penalty.
You opened my eyes to that a couple years ago. I had no
Exactly.
idea how much
And
it cost.
so the little bit of money that goes into education, why can't we take that money from the death penalty, put it into education, and then put it in public safety too?
Yeah, I think the average price cost to incarcerate someone is around, what is it, 30,000? But if they're on death row, it jumps to.
It can go up to $1 million with. When you're talking about where they have to be housed, how they have to be housed, the staff that has to work with them, as well as all the trials and going back and forth to court, that can cost up to $1 million. And so when you're looking at the dynamics of what it costs, that money can go straight to our babies for education, and then for public safety officials, firefighters and police. And then we can start eliminating a lot of the problems that currently exist in our city. But our monies are going in the wrong communities and in the wrong pots. That you look at, if you drive around Wilmington, there's so much that needs to happen, and there's so many resources that have not been coming back to the 3rd district or several other districts, and so it's going to take people going to Dover and getting those resources back here.
So people who are watching and want to help and want to support you on election day, but they're not sure on if they're in your district, because your district is going to be a lot larger now.
Certainly.
Right. So
certainly.
Can you give us like the
boundaries?
Yeah, the boundaries.
Yes.
Please?
It's pretty much 80% of the west side. It goes from, and then the county as well. So Lancaster Court up here in this area, Lancaster Avenue, Lancaster Pike, where the Pathmark is, and then it also encompasses the other side of the county going out toward Maryland Avenue, so all the way out to the Richardson Park area.
Okay.
Yes, and then, like I said, 80% of the west side, and then up to East 17th Street on the east side. So you don't have to live in the district to support. You can just reach out to us if you would like to volunteer. Feel free to give us a call at 302-777-3712, or you can email me at Dorsey, DORSEY, 4, spelled out FOR, Senate, @gmail.com. Or you can hit me on Facebook, Sherry Dorsey.
All right. There you go. So when is the election?
The election is September the 9th.
Okay.
Yes.
And people who are not registered, is it too late for them to register?
They had to register by August the 16th.
Okay.
Yes, in order to vote in the primary.
Okay.
Yes, but those who are registered, please go out and vote and make your vote count. It's time for a change, and I'd like to be that change agent for you.
All right. And people may be wondering how they can help. I know you just gave out your information to contact you, but in what ways will you need help on election day and up till then?
Yes, we need volunteers, people who'd like to walk around the community and knock on doors with me, people who want to get engaged in different activities throughout the community, and then those who will vote on election day. Obviously we need them, and then we need people to drive around too, to pick up our seniors and get them to the polls.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I think I might be one of those people. I think I'll be a
Praise
driver.
the Lord. All right.
Hey, I'll be a
yes.
driver for
I've
you.
ridden with you. You're a pretty good driver.
Okay, thanks. Hopefully I won't scare anyone. All right, so can you give us your contact information one more time?
Certainly. Certainly. You can reach me at 302-777-3712, or you can email me at Dorsey, and that's DORSEY, 4, spelled out FOR, Senate, Dorsey4 Senate, @gmail.com. Or you can reach me on Facebook. Sherry Dorsey on Facebook is my personal page, or Sherry Dorsey Walker is the campaign page. And thank you for your support.
Okay, so you'll be back
Next week.
next week.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, so again, please support Sherry on election day next month. Should be a great addition to the kind of people that we need in Dover. So again, contact her, help her out, and I'll see you on election day. We're going to take a quick break, and then maybe my dad will be here by then, and we're going to come back with Adopt a Family. All right, welcome back. We hope that you enjoyed the first interview. Now I am here with two ladies from Adopt a Family. Welcome to the Congo Hour.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to be nice to each other.
Okay, I'll be nice.
While the camera's on.
I'll be nice. Are the cameras on?
Yeah, they're on.
Okay,
so you have
I'll
to be nice to me
them.
now. Okay. All right. Okay. So tell us a little bit about yourselves and introduce yourselves, and tell me about Adopt a Family.
Okay.
I am Gloria Benson. I'm the social service specialist for Newcastle County Adopt a Family, and we assist needy families with we have 5 programs. We do Adopt a Student, which is going on right now, our holiday program that everyone knows about. I have a clothing closet,
Adopt a Mom.
or Adopt a Mom program,
Emergency
and emergency assistance.
Gloria, you did a great job.
Your turn.
Okay. I'm Lisa Johnson. I am the program administrator for Newcastle County Adopt a Family.
Okay.
And Trippy, we appreciate you allowing us to come on tonight.
You're welcome.
Gloria said, Lisa, I'm calling the Congo Hour, and she did, and you guys answered the call. So we really appreciate you allowing us to come out. We have been in distribution mode over the past 2 weeks for our Adopt a Student program.
Okay.
I'll backtrack and just give you a brief overview of what we do.
All right.
Adopt a Family, just to piggyback off of what Gloria said, but we've been around since 1973.
Mm-hmm.
We are a 501c3 nonprofit agency that helps needy families throughout the county. And what we do is we're a totally referral-based agency.
Okay.
So we don't do needs assessments, but the families that come to us are assessed through the social service system, through
Okay.
churches and different areas, including the state service centers, where they do needs assessments to make sure that families are in fact needy of our services. Everything that we do is based on the generosity of the community at large. So
Okay.
we don't get any funding from state,
Oh, wow.
federal, or local governments. Everything that we do is because of people like yourself at the Congo Hour. And we want to say thank you. You guys were the first,
You're welcome.
First
business to
donation.
donate to our Adopt a Student program this
Oh,
year.
you're
So we
welcome.
want to really, really say thank you about that.
You're welcome.
That's us. We work through volunteers. We couldn't do what we do. It's 2 of us in the office. We could not serve over 700 families, 700 to 1,000 families without the help of all of our volunteers who come in to help us pack backpacks, school supplies, who help us to serve our families through our Adopt a Mom program, and of course through our holiday program, which is our namesake, which is where people know mostly about it. But right now we're in the midst of our Adopt a Student program, which is the second largest program that we offer, where we help families who can't afford to buy school supplies or have uniforms for their kids to go back to school.
Okay.
Ages ago, when our Adopt a Student program first started, there were hardly anyone giving out backpacks and school supplies. So now everyone's doing backpacks and school supplies. And our nonprofit council, the Human Services Council, decided a few years back that we would try to focus, even though we still get a lot of donations for backpacks and school supplies, and we do make sure that that stuff gets out to our families. We wanted to change our focus to helping more families be able to afford to purchase uniforms for their kids. Since that's a great need.
That's a need.
It
And
is.
because most of the schools
uniforms.
nowadays are requiring uniforms, and we don't want our children chastised or felt like they're the less of these, and you can't, and be criticized by other kids and that sort of thing. So we want to do that, and we're asking all of our donors, people who want to help us through this and help families in the community, to donate gift cards, $30 to places like Foreman Mills. I'd like to give Foreman Mills their props too. I don't know if they're local enough to see our station today, but they actually made a hefty donation this year to help us to be able to provide gift cards to families so that they can purchase uniforms for their children. And also we have a large group of donors who've also, they've given us checks so that we could go out and purchase gift cards from the different stores, and they've also submitted gift cards to us to give out to families. And to date, we've already helped about 200 children with uniforms and backpacks and school supplies. But we know schools are just coming into session right now, and we are expecting to get a lot more referrals from schools once the kids get back and they know that, wow, this child needs help, that family needs help. And so we're making another plea for families to, or to our donors to help to provide additional gift cards to places that call themselves the uniform headquarters. We know we have Foreman Mills, we have Walmart, we have Kmart, where in Rainbow, where families can go and get uniform clothing. So we're asking that, and they can reach us. Our office is at the Claymont Community Center, and that address is 3301 Green Street in Claymont. They can reach us by phone at 302-792-9538. Is that right? Okay, 792-9538. You can reach us also on Facebook at Adopt a Family Delaware. We're in our office every day. You can reach us, Gloria or myself, or our volunteers to answer the phone.
So schools can call you for.
The way that it works,
how does it
yes,
work?
is for Adopt a Student program.
Right.
Welcome, Mr. Congo.
He's stuck in here. Trying to he's been here the whole time. I'm glad you called him out, though.
We allow our schools are the only venue by which we receive referrals for our Adopt a Student program, because we feel that the school know their families best.
Yeah.
So when the families come in and they, what the families can do is go to their office or go to their nurse or go to their family crisis therapist and say, or the parents, I don't have any uniform money for my children. Can you, I need help.
Okay.
And the school can say, or that person would say, okay, we'll send a referral over to Adopt a Family, and they have received our paperwork. If there is a school out there who has never heard of our program or who has not received our paperwork, you can just email us at lisa.m as in Mary, B as in boy, .johnson@state.de.us, and we will send you the appropriate paperwork, because all schools are eligible in Newcastle County. Okay. So if they don't have the paperwork, we'll send it to them. We've had several families call our office, and we've had them call the school, and then the schools have called us, and we've sent the information out. So that's perfectly okay. Once we receive the referral, we'll give out what we have. And prayerfully through this program and us coming on today, we'll be able to serve every family who contacts us with the need.
Can I, because
Absolutely.
I want to talk about the mailings. A lot of churches, I think we did every church in Newcastle County.
Okay.
We did.
Received our mailing. They should have received our mailing probably a month ago. We've had some churches that have sent in support to adopt a student. We have many that we have not heard from. If you did receive the mailing from Adopt a Family for Adopt a Student, it was state mail that I'm sure every church received. We are who sent the envelope, sent the mailing to you. It was us that sent it,
and our volunteers.
And our volunteers, and we're trying to get gift cards for our Adopt a Student program.
And we have a few churches who have come. They have been right on target, bringing in large donations of school supplies and backpacks and gift cards. We even had AstraZeneca. The employees of AstraZeneca, if you guys are watching, yay! We really, really, really appreciate AstraZeneca. And Newcastle County Police Department came through in a big way. And also there were some other donors. You hate running out names, because then if you don't have a list in front of you, so I apologize if we didn't get to you. But we have had a couple of law firms in the city who have, or in the county, who have come through and sent us gift cards for uniforms. And we really want to say we appreciate that. And for those of you who have not given yet, like Gloria said, we're still waiting, because
it's our children that need these uniforms. It's our children that need these uniforms.
$30 gift cards. You can deliver them to our office. Right. You can mail us some checks, and we'll go out and purchase the gift cards. So, by any means necessary, as Malcolm X once said,
Congo can even pick up a couple more families.
And Congo, yes.
You're welcome to pick up some more families.
Absolutely.
That's right. Get them.
But thank you. You weren't here, Mr. Congo, when we thanked you at the beginning for being one of our first, the first to answer our call this year for a donation.
For Adopt a Family.
Honestly, he doesn't even know.
He doesn't even know.
That was all. He don't even know what
that was all you, Trippy. Was that all you?
That was all me. I just signed his name. That's all.
Well, we appreciate it, Mr. Congo.
His name.
Hey, the family answered the call. Right. The family answered the call anyway. She watched the signature on the check. I didn't pay attention to that. But we know who holds the purse strings in the Congo family. So that's right. That's right. And being wives ourselves, we know how that works.
Right.
We know how that works. So thank you so much.
Can you give us your contact information again?
Yes,
please?
again, it's Adopt a Family. We are located at the Claymont Community Center, which is located at 3301 Green Street. You can reach us by phone at 302-792-9538, or you can reach us by email, and I'll give them this email this time. Gloria, Gloria, .Benson, BENSON, @state.de.us.
Okay.
You have any words of wisdom or?
Yeah, why is it important for people to give back to these kids, Mr. Congo? You've been around a long time.
You know, I can, before my dad goes, I can speak firsthand on the effect that not having a uniform has on a child. I'm fortunate enough to be a big brother in one of the local schools.
Oh,
and I've seen children who don't have uniforms and the effect that it has on them. Just their self-esteem isn't the same until they get that uniform, because like you said, they feel left out. And just having that uniform, it just makes all the difference in the world.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely want to encourage people to help and to give.
I do. You know, if you think of anybody, what would the police be like without a uniform?
Exactly.
What would the servicemen be without uniforms? What would how would we want to go into a hospital? And those people feel good about themselves. And I agree with Trippy that that is a tool to begin to get the kids begin to have that self-esteem that is required. I'm so happy to talk about my granddaughter, who has done outstanding in school, and she just got a full scholarship to Harvard.
All right.
And so
yay.
for 4 years, as long as she does right.
I know that's right. Well, she will. I'm sure she will. If she got the Harvard, she's going to maintain.
But you know, the
Fantastic.
fact that she had some other support systems
Yes.
that motivated her, and those kind of motivations and those kind of things like you folks are doing are the things that not only help the kids, help the parents.
That's true.
And so when you get the parents and the kids on the same track, well, you're really beginning to move the train in the right direction. So my hat's off to you. And while you're talking about gift cards and Trippy signs everything, I don't see why he don't give some more.
Hey, we talked about that before we went on air, but thank you,
That
Mr.
wasn't my
Congo.
signature, remember? So now,
that's why we're asking
Now he's
you.
like the typical person.
you
He's
told me-
backing out.
now you
He
told me that
says
was-
how important it is, and then he
Just
backs
give
out.
us the credit card.
But you
We'll
told me
take
it wasn't
care
my
of it and get
signature.
back
I
to
didn't
you.
do it. My mom did it. So
She did.
call her back
You
then.
doing
No,
your part.
call her back and ask her.
I am.
Since
I'm
you
gonna
want to do
call
that,
her
since you want to treat me like that.
Miss Congo,
Okay.
do you see how your son is behaving on live TV?
Nah, we'll definitely help some more. I'll make sure that we
okay.
do.
All right.
Okay. Matter of fact, come by tomorrow
Oh,
after
fantastic.
12.
After 12.
Yep.
Did everybody hear
Okay.
that?
Where do we need
That's
to
when
come
he
by?
takes his lunch.
Yeah, I'll be going. So.
Come before
It's
12.
on him. I'm just messing with you.
But
Come
you know,
tomorrow
just
after 12.
honestly, just to piggyback off of what Mr. Congo said, you never know what small thing. His granddaughter's going to Harvard. We don't know who, out of all these children, we could have so many more kids get encouraged, and it's the smallest things that help them to catapult into different levels in their academic life and their social life. And you just never know. And that uniform for that one child may just push them to the next level where they
uniform.
didn't even know where they could go.
Right. We have kids that feel good about getting book bags, and as we know, everyone is. It's no reason for any kid not to have a nice book bag going back to school. With all the giveaways going on right now.
Right.
But the uniform is imperative.
They're
We have
required.
not turned anyone away.
Okay.
As long as the school sends in a referral, and we're really trying to get the word out there that we're there for that, and also for our sponsors to help sponsor some children.
Our council, our sponsors, our volunteers, and us as staff, we are all dedicated to helping these children. So,
You know what's amazing to me?
what?
That our state and our people who run the state, I don't know how to phrase this, but
Well, before you say that, let me say this. Adopt a Family has a unique relationship with the state of Delaware, in that somewhere down the line, before we even became involved, whoever started Adopt a Family went somewhere to the state and said, hey, help us. And the state did come in and said, we will help you. Because Adopt a Family is a 501c3, and the state is the state, what the state did offer is to provide administrative support to Adopt a Family. And the state does give generously. Gloria and I are both state employees running the Adopt a Family program. So it's that private partnership, public-private partnership between Adopt a Family and the state, where we are the day-to-day operators of it, and we work closely with the 501c3 council to make this happen. So you'll see a lot of information. The information that comes out says we're 501c3. You heard us just give our email address at state.de.us. The Division of State Service Centers is the umbrella agency where Adopt a Family does fall under. So there is some kind of, the connection is there where the state does support Adopt a Family. But Adopt a Family has always been the agency where it just, where the whole community wraps around Adopt a Family and supports it with donations. So it's everybody pulling together. So the state is involved with Adopt a Family on one level. Even though, as I said earlier, we don't get any direct, they don't write a check and just send it, but we do get paid. So they, in essence, really kind of send
I'm
a
going to
check.
say what I wanted to say anyway.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Congo. I just wanted you to understand
I want
that.
you to understand
Okay.
that that's not enough.
Okay.
That state that provides enough budget larger than the total school system to the prison system has adequate money where we shouldn't even have to do things like this.
Exactly.
And it could be a preventative that if adequate and enough resources were made available, we wouldn't have to worry about the kids being in
Exactly.
prison
Gosh,
shooting guns.
weren't you guys just talking about that with the lady that's running for
Right.
state representative?
Sarah Dorsey,
before?
yeah.
Sure.
So,
She was
so
talking about
I
that.
think sure the state bops in, but not enough.
Could do more.
And I think that
And another way that's known is by the fact that so many teachers have to go out and buy their own
School supplies.
classroom
Exactly.
supplies. Yeah, so just to kind of piggyback on what
Exactly.
we're
you're
not
saying.
interested in our kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not
Exactly.
enough.
Not enough.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that the
Until they get
kids,
to jail.
and then they've got
There you go.
$35,000 for them every year,
Yeah.
more than some people have to support their homes with.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just one person in prison, non-productive,
Yeah.
and I think that's
I
say it.
understand.
And so when you say, yo, the state is not nearly enough, we need to clean this up. We need to pour the resources in there to make sure that our
Our
kids,
kids are right. Get what they need.
that's right, and the
Yeah.
book bags and all the other stuff and the uniforms should be at the door of the school. So
I
that when they
agree.
walk in, they walk into them just like they would if they fought for the military.
If they're
Exactly.
required, that
You
they
know?
help them a little bit more to get those things.
There's a salary, there's uniforms, there's a gun, there's everything when you join the military. When you go into that school, we should have the adequate supplies and resources that allow these kids to have a fair chance and to have an opportunity to be successful here in this country.
You just said a mouthful.
Because that's a harsh.
That was,
Exactly.
yeah, that's true.
But we don't do that. We accept less. And I'm not saying to turn your nose up at anything, but we have to demand more. Now
Do
I'll shut
more.
up.
Well, we asked, right, Mr. Congo?
But
We
I
asked.
did want to say that we only serve children first grade through 8th grade. And if you find that your family is in need, one family crisis therapist or guidance counselor from one of your children's school, if you have more than one child, she can do the referral for all the children, regardless of what school, as long as they're in the same family, and send a referral to Adopt a Family.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be a whole lot of running around on the parent to this school, that school. One guidance counselor that knows the family can send us the referral for all the children in the family
Okay.
to
That's
get
good
help.
information. All right. Well, we do have
Okay.
to break now.
All right.
Thank you. You did. You gave us a lot of information.
All
Thank
right. Well,
you.
thank you for
Thank you.
having
Thank
us,
you
and
so
we'll be
much.
back to
Come
talk
back.
about
Yes.
our holiday in
Okay.
a few months.
All right. And I'll see.
Don't forget.
He'll see you tomorrow after 12.
Oh,
Okay.
After
12 o'clock.
Well,
I'm going to make sure he's there.
You gonna make sure he's
Thank
there?
you, Mr.
Okay,
Congo.
thank you, Mr. Congo.
just like
And
that. As
he
soon as he
won't
comes
sign
here,
my
y'all
name.
just
He's
y'all
going to
just
sign his own.
y'all
Okay.
just jump ship as soon as he comes on.
yeah,
First it
alright,
was
yeah.
the three of us. Now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna take a quick.
He's
we'll
still
take a,
steering the ship,
he
though.
Is. He
Exactly.
is. That's true.
Exactly.
Wearing that captain's hat.
Backwards. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our next interview.
The play.
Well, thank you to the Congo family, Mr. Congo, for allowing me to be on to talk about the play, which is September 13th at the Baby Grand Theater here in Wilmington, Delaware. And just excited about it, something I wrote 21 years ago that I had to rewrite to make it for today's time, something that God has given me. It's kind of a story of my life, but with a female that I used to party on Friday and Saturdays and then go to church on Sundays until my life was almost taken several times, and God asked who was I going to serve, and so I decided to put it into a play which is entitled I'm Tired of Playing Church. And so it's a blessing, and I tell anybody, if you don't want to change, then don't come see it. But if you want to have a change and an impact in your life, you need to see this play. So I'm very excited about it and what God has given me, because I guarantee you it'll be a blessing in your life.
Now, when is the date of this play?
September 13th, once at the Baby Grand Theater right here in Wilmington, Delaware. You can get tickets at thebabygrand.com or 1-800-37-GRAND, and they're just $30 for tickets, and they can go online right now as we talk and purchase tickets, or they can follow us on Facebook as well under I'm Tired of Playing Church.
Now, you wrote this play.
Yes, sir. Writer, producer, director. God has gifted me in many ways, and I'm just excited about how He's using me to help. Even with listening to the other guest that was on, I'm just trying to help change a community from the youngest to the oldest in this stage play, which is titled I'm Tired of Playing Church.
Do you think this could help some young folks in the community?
Yes, sir. I have even for all different lifestyles, even from a young man that is being raised up by a drug dealer, teaching them how to be a killer. And the reason why he's raising them, because his biological father don't want to raise them. So they're being raised by the streets, kind of like how I was raised by the streets. And so I wanted to show that if we don't be a father to our children, especially to our young men, they can be raised up by some men that direct them in the wrong way. And I showed that within the play that we have to really rise up, and I challenge all the men to be a father to their child so they can help lead them in the right direction while they're young.
Very good. Who's the young lady with you?
This is Sister Taria Ross. She's in the play. She plays a character called Holy Ghost, which you have to come see it to see her character. It's a great character that she plays, that she ministers to the young ladies in the play, and has a great impact as well within the play. And I thank God for her time and sacrifice.
Okay, well, maybe you can sneak back on sometime before the play, but I think we're running out of time, and
Yes, sir.
Trippy's over there shaking, so I think he's got a lot to talk about tonight. So maybe we should take a quick break, and we'll be back with Trippy with the community news and our death notices.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. once
Thank you
again.
for coming.
All right.
All right, at this time we're going to have our funeral announcements. First, we have Mr. Harrison Wilkerson, age 82, who departed this life August the 4th. His funeral services were last Monday at the Rock of Ages Baptist Church, and his burial took place in the Delaware Veterans Cemetery. Mr. Lester Mathis, age 51, departed this life August the 7th. His funeral services were on Thursday, and his burial took place in the Silverbrook Cemetery. Mr. Claude Kellum, age 52, departed this life August the 4th. His funeral services were on Friday at the Victory Christian Fellowship in Newcastle, and his burial took place in the Delaware Veterans Cemetery. Mr. Richard Copes, age 70, departed this life August the 8th. His funeral services were also on Friday at the Canaan Baptist Church, and his burial will take place in the Fort Hill Cemetery in Auburn, New York. Miss Jezeline Gigi Jackson, age 52, departed this life August 11th. Her funeral services were yesterday at the Victory Christian Fellowship, and her burial was private. Miss Lois A. Johnson, age 71, departed this life August the 10th. Her funeral services will be tomorrow at the Congo Funeral Home on 24th and Market Streets at 11 a.m. Viewing will be from 9 to 10:45, and her burial will be private. Miss Rosetta Jackson, age 89, departed this life August the 12th. Her funeral services will be on Wednesday at 11 a.m. at the Central Baptist Church, 839 North Pine Street. Viewing will be from 9 to 10:45, and her burial will be in the Grace Lawn Memorial Park. Mr. Orlando G. Good, age 84, departed this life August the 14th. His celebration of life will be on Thursday, August the 21st, at the St. Thomas Church, 2932 Frenchtown Road in Newark at 11 a.m. Viewing will be from 9 to 10:45, and his burial will be in the Delaware Veterans Cemetery. And services will be announced for Mr. William Banks, age 88, who departed this life on August the 9th. And services will also be announced for Mr. Eric Chambers, age 85, who departed this life on August the 10th. Services will be announced for Miss Lydia Brown, age 53, who passed away on August the 11th. And services will be announced for Mr. Donald Greenwich, age 67, who passed away on August the 14th. And that does conclude all of our funeral announcements. If you have any questions, please call us at the funeral home at 652-8887. Once again, our number is 652-8887, and you can always go to our website at www.congofuneralhome.com for more information. I just want to thank everyone for watching the show. Please, God willing, we'll be here next week, so tune in next Sunday, and also next Saturday we're going to have our community cleanup. So I don't really have a lot of time to talk about it right now, but call us at the funeral home at 652-8887. This is our annual cleanup that we have, and we're going to take 100 children who help with the cleanup to Dorney Park the following Saturday. So once again, our community cleanup is going to be this Saturday. We're going to start bright and early around 8 o'clock, and we're going to be on the west side of Wilmington this year, actually in Sherry Dorsey Walker's district. We're going to be there cleaning up the west side of Wilmington. So for more information, please call us at 652-8887. The ages for the children are, I believe, 8 to 17. All right, so give us a call, 652-8887, for more information. All right, see you next week.